going, everybody? Karl Rocco finally back with another video. I know I've been away for a long time and I'll have that addressed for you in another video, but today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Zelda Breath of the Wild and Splatoon 2 complete editions. As you can see here, we have them right in my hands and we're going to take a look at them, a little bit in depth. We're going to see what's comes in the box, if everything is on the cartridge, and also if there are any downloads. So, before we go ahead and get started, I do want to apologize for being gone for so long. Like I said, we'll get to that in another video. But if you guys would do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for all future unboxings, video game reviews, as well as my Twitch VODs. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel in the description box below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. I think we're going to go ahead and tackle Breath of the Wild first. So, when I saw this announced, I was thinking to myself, man, how on earth are they going to fit all of that on the cartridge if they are even going to do that? Of course, you guys know that the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch is a 25 gigabyte file with 9 of those gigabytes being downloadable. So I took off the cellophane. We're good there. And here's the box. We have the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild plus the expansion pass, or whatever you want to call that. And just so you guys know, this is a Japanese exclusive as far as I know. I don't know if there are any plans to release this, in the West. But I will include a link to this game in the description box below in case you guys want to go ahead and purchase that. We're going to open it up, and we are greeted with nothing but a cartridge. I'll show you the cartridge in a second. Now, what's in the box itself is just a pamphlet of all the different games that are essentially coming out, if not already out, on the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, we have the Nintendo Switch Online. You guys know how that is pretty much going at the moment. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but that's pretty much what comes in the box. Now, as far as the cartridge goes, I'll go ahead and take it out and show it to you. It clearly is a different cartridge. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it just says Breath of the Wild plus expansion pass. So I don't know, it's looking kind of blurry there, but trying to get my fat hands to get rid of the blur. Yeah, you guys can see that. It basically, nothing special about it. So, obviously, as far as you can tell, everything is on the cartridge. Now, will there be a download required? We'll go ahead and take a look at that in a second. But next up, we have Splatoon 2 Complete Edition. This is also a Japanese exclusive. But one major difference between the Splatoon Complete Edition and the Breath of the Wild Complete Edition is that the Breath of the Wild is in English. So even though it's a Japanese release, you can order that game and it'll be completely in English. I don't know if the Complete Edition will use the same save file that some of you may already have. Now we're going to go ahead and show you the box. As you can see here, same style box as Breath of the Wild. We basically have, the Octoling character as well as the squid, excuse me. And it has that ugly, little plus expansion pass. And then on the back of the box, it tells you everything you need to know about the game. Obviously, Nintendo Switch Online is required to play this game online. It is obviously going to be one player only, amiibo supported, and obviously it's in Japanese. Now, we're going to open up this box, and to my surprise, it's the same exact thing. So we have, it looks like everything is on the cart. Got a nice little reverse cover, which I think I'm going to use. And it has the same little pamphlet. I'm not going to open it up because you guys already saw that. But I'll just basically show you, you know, the gist of it so you guys can see. Nintendo Switch Online, Nintendo Switch, you know, pretty much that is what it is. Now I'll show you guys the cartridge so you guys can see. Just like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, I don't know why it's going a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit better. So we got Splatoon 2 plus the expansion pass on there, the Octo expansion pass. So that's pretty much it for the you know, the physicalness of it. So what we're going to do right now is pretty much see if there are any downloads to be had and whether or not this is actually going to be worth the import. So let's go ahead and switch things right up. So as you can see here, guys, I do have the Breath of the Wild Plus expansion pass in my system. I do not have my internet set up on my Switch. I actually disabled my internet. Now I do want to take it one step further just to show you guys that I'm not just blowing smoke up your behinds. I do not have a Zelda save file with the exception of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD on this particular system. But I am going to, for the sake of it, I am going to delete this file just so you can see when we get to the Splatoon aspect of it that I do not have anything pre-downloaded or whatnot. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into Breath of the Wild. Now it's saying to start a system update. We'll go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll edit that out. I'm not entirely sure, but it's looking like the yeah, we're not going to use the internet or whatnot. So let me go ahead and start the software because we're really here to see if there's any downloads that needed to be done. Let's go ahead and just check that out. The unable to connect to the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to the internet. I'll edit out anything that may reveal my passwords or whatnot, and we'll be good to go. So we are back, and it says that we need a system update. So I'm going to go ahead and just not do the system update because we really want to see if we have to download anything, right? Now that save file you see is from my OG copy of Breath of the Wild. So we're going to go ahead and just click on that and make sure that everything is in fact on the cartridge. Now, I'm thinking that everything is on the cartridge and maybe there's going to be some sort of download that is prompted similar to when you put a PlayStation 4 or 5 game in the system and you just have to install. So far, it doesn't look to be that way. It looks like everything is in fact on the cartridge. It's not giving me the option to skip what's here. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we are in the clear. But before we go ahead and do that, maybe we, well, go ahead and just watch this cinematic and really see if anything. I don't believe that there will be a download. Maybe I'll just edit out the load time or the wait time as far as the cutscene is concerned to be anything that we needed to download. Now, as far as the DLC goes, it's literally says it's downloaded. And as you can see right here, you know, even though I had to turn on my internet, there is no DLC that, see, it's not giving me, it's giving me the option to update my system. But all the DLC clearly is here on the cartridge. So I would go ahead and say, you know, by all means, it is worth the purchase to have everything on here. But let's go to the title screen and just kind of see if it'll allow us to download anything or, you know, if it'll prompt us to download anything. So it says here that the DLC is, in fact, here, letting us know it's downloaded. Parts pack 1, which is the Master Trials Travel Medallion. We have Part 1, which is the Master's Trial, the Karl Rocco Mask. And then we have Misko's Treasure. And then the bonus for purchasing it. And then we also have Hero's Path mode. We have Master mode. We have Trials of the Sword. We have Pack 2, which has Ancient Horse Gear, Treasure, Rumors, as well as the Champion's Ballad. All of it's on the... it's all there. As you can see here in the bottom left corner, it says version 1.6.0 as well as DLC version 3.0. So it's confirmed that you don't have to download anything or install anything for Breath of the Wild plus the expansion pass. It's all on the cartridge. So I'll make sure to leave a link to that in the description box below. Make sure you go ahead and click on it. It's not an affiliate link, so I don't get anything out of it. But if you do want to have everything on the cart as a way of preserving it, then you shall have it. It's only about $78 to import. I think it's worth the $78 to have everything on the cartridge because it's over $100 something for the DLC plus the standard game, so it's worth it. But let's go ahead and move on to Splatoon 2. So here we are with the Splatoon Plus expansion pass for you know, the game that came out many years ago. So just to kind of prove it to you that you know, even though I am connected to my internet, as far as the data management is concerned, you can see that there isn't anything on here. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this particular Breath of the Wild, mainly because I'm playing the OG and I already have all the DLC. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. As far as Splatoon goes, let's go ahead and check it out. Again, it's prompting us to download a system update. We're not going to do that. We're going to go, and it's telling me a new update for the game is available. So as far as the update is concerned, we're not going to download that. We're going to go straight into the game itself just to check it out and see if it's going to prompt us to download the DLC. Now, that update, I'm sure, is pertaining to the actual online portion of it because the game does get updated frequently. Now, unlike Breath of the Wild plus the expansion pack, this game is going to be in Japanese. My Japanese knowledge is basic at best, but we are going to go ahead and just see if the expansion is there. Okay, so basically we are in the lobby or whatever. Now, I haven't been prompted to download anything. As you can see, all the menus are in Japanese. So if you don't know any Japanese, I'm going to let you guys know right now if you do, in fact, buy this game. Right here is where you're going to turn off the motion controls. Just turn this option off as well as this option off. You guys should be fine. Obviously, everything works. I don't have to really mess with it. But we're here to kind of see if the expansion is in fact on the cartridge. So we're going to go over here and check it out. I believe it's here. So here we go. Expansion pass. This is Hajimeru. It means to start. Yame Toko, Toku means to basically not start or cancel or whatever. We're going to start to see if we need to download it. And I'm going to go ahead and say that it is a success. It's not prompting us to download anything, which is really freaking cool. As you can see, it's starting up and there is no issues. I'll let it play for a little bit just so you guys can see that there is no download required. Now, is it worth the $60 price tag? I'll let you guys be the judge of it. Personally, as an individual who wants to preserve his content over the course of the next 10 or 15 years, maybe even 20 years, I think it may even be worth the $60 price tag, because the game itself is very fun. I beat the first 2 worlds on the OG release of it, and even streamed it on my YouTube, on my Twitch channel. So I really enjoyed it for the most part. Will I dive into it and beat it? Yes, at some point. I'm gonna play it entirely in English for you guys over on my Twitch channel. So let's go ahead and get past this, just so we can see if after the cutscene is over, will it prompt us. All right, and as you can see, the settings from the base game actually carried over. I don't have any motion controls, and I haven't been prompted to download anything. So that will pretty much confirm that both Zelda Breath of the Wild plus the expansion pass, and Splatoon 2 plus expansion do not need to have an additional download. Everything is on the cartridge, as you can see, and it's a great feeling, especially when you don't even have to update your firmware on your Switch itself to get these games to run. So that's awesome, and we're gonna go ahead and just kind of go back to the main screen. So there you have it, guys. Both games have all the content on the cartridge, no additional downloads, and it's a great feeling for those who want to preserve the game. Zelda Breath of the Wild is $78, while Splatoon 2 is $61. So it's fairly competitive and enticing to want to double dip or even triple dip, dare I say, if you want to preserve all of that content. I had to do it, for the sake of collecting. I don't really do digital anymore, although I may be forced to go back, but that remains to be seen. And yeah, there you have it. Everything on the cartridge. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video as well as the notification bell. And for more unboxings, as well as video game reviews, keep it locked in on this channel. As for my live streams, I'm going to include a link to my Twitch channel in the description box below. So make sure you click on that and drop a follow. We're almost at 1,000 followers over there. And it would be great to have you along for the ride as I stream single-player content, multiplayer content, and I do giveaways often. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll include my social media links as well. And that'll pretty much do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I was gone for so long, and I promise the next video you see will be me addressing why I've been gone for so long. I know I gained a little bit of weight. I don't have my beard, but maybe I'll explain that in the video as well. So guys, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.